This is Daniel Gafon for Eat Sleep Box and Repeat. We're in Liverpool for the Paul Butler Jonas Sultan card, joined by Sam Maxwell. Sam, really appreciate you giving us a bit of your time, mate. I know it must be difficult to put into words, but just from your point of view, how was it in there tonight?
I'm just a bit gutted because the opponent was a big puncher, probably the biggest puncher I've been in with, but he was someone I felt like I was better than, and if I listened to Steve more and done the tactics he wanted me to, it was someone I could have beat, and that's why the disappointment in me is from that, really. There
wasn't really much of a filling out process in there. Could you tell from that first round just what sort of fight this was going to end up being?
Yeah, so I think he called me early in the first round, and that threw me off a little bit, and then I feel like I had a good spell, and then every time I'd have a good little spell, he'd catch me again, and it was just, I couldn't get the momentum going, so it was a bit frustrating.
From a trainer's point of view, from that first round, did the sort of hairs in the back of your neck prick up a bit when you realised this could have been a bit more of a test than we thought?
Yeah, but I knew his power was going to be his biggest asset, so I wanted Sam to try and box a bit, keep it a little bit more at range, but Sam's gone in there, he's a big puncher himself, so he's probably thought I'll let him feel what I've got, and he just got caught about 3 times, and you could see it just affected him a little bit. It took him a couple of rounds to get himself together again. Then he started winning some rounds again, 2 or 3 rounds on a trot. Then every time he got a bit of an upper hand, he got greedy. And the same would happen again. Sam would go to throw his big shot and he'd get caught in between. So it was unlucky because I thought at one point Sam had him going. And I thought if Sam ends up stopping him here, it'd probably be fight of the year. But I was just praying that. I thought, come on Sam, you've done it before, let's do it again. Yeah. But I was asking him to box, and he did start getting his hands up a bit better, and he did get his jab going and stuff, but again just got greedy at the wrong times.
You went down, Sam, seemingly quite heavily in the fourth, but rallied back quite well. Yeah. Maybe won the rest of that round. He seemed to start gassing through the next rounds, but through those sort of 5th, 6th rounds, did you feel as if you might have your man, you might be able to get out of there?
Yeah, I felt like I had a few rounds in a row where my box was good, my jab was landing, and he wasn't doing much, but what I was doing was working, and I was enjoying myself, and I got a bit greedy maybe, like Steve said. But there's like a section where I felt like he really tried to knock me out, and he thought he had me, and he tied himself out, and I won the next few rounds, and then I think it was later on he caught me again and just went for it.
I know. Go ahead, Steve.
I was going to say we was up on 2 of the judges' scorecards, and I think level on the other as well. I knew he was edging the fight, and he was doing the better boxing during the rounds, so I knew that the rounds he didn't get knocked down in, he was winning. But it's one of them things. You never know. They could end up being a rematch. We'd like one.
I'm sure it's still very raw. I wasn't going to press you too much on one to next, but you've mentioned the rematch there. You've also mentioned you feel Sam's the superior boxer out of the 2. Is that the only fight that really makes sense to try and pursue a rematch for that IBO world title?
Yeah, from my point of view, no, Sam could have stuck to the game plan a lot better and probably tried to make it easy. He's boxing on Liverpool, and it's a big night for him. He's boxing for the world title. I think he's gone in there, he's feeling big, feeling strong, coming off a good camp, but tactically he's just probably got it wrong on the night, that's all.
Yeah.
Would you echo that, Sam?
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment of it.
That's all from me. Thanks a million again, Sam, for giving me a bit of your time.
No
Thanks
worries,
as well,
mate.
Steve. Look after yourself.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot.